Okay, the last part of your notes is over elimination. This is our third method. So we have graphing, we have substitution, and now we have elimination. If you remember when we did substitution, it's where you take a partial part of this equation. So like this is set equal to 1. You would take 1, put it in for x, and solve. Once you've solved that, you would take the y value and put it back into either equation and solve for the x value. So now we're going to do elimination. Eliminate means to cancel or to get rid of. It can mean to kill. It means that a piece of it is gone. Okay. We can solve systems of equations by eliminating a variable term. Okay, in order to eliminate a variable, the terms must form an opposite pair. Meaning we want one to be like 3 and the other one to be like -3. Okay, we're trying to eliminate a variable, so it doesn't matter what the constants are. Okay, so take a look at that first example. We're going to go over this and then you're going to try the next one on your own, okay? All right, so if we're talking about elimination, you're going to stack these on top of each other and add vertically. And one of them should be an opposite. Which one of these is opposite of the other, the x value or the y value? Yeah, the y values are opposite. So whenever we add these eliminate because +1 and -1 is 0. So just cross it out. What is, now this is understood 1, right? So what is 1x plus 1x? 2x equals, and what's 7 plus 2? 9. So now we have 2x equals 9. That's a pretty simple equation, right? What do we do to solve? Divide by 2. And x equals 4.5. Okay, now this is where the step is a lot like substitution. You're going to take this value and you're going to substitute it back into either equation to find out what y value is, okay? So you take this, put it back in. We have 4.5 minus y equals 2. Okay, and to solve for the y value, we're going to subtract 4.5. Negative y equals negative 2.5. When you have a negative variable, you divide by -1, and it changes the signs. So the y value is 2.5. So what is our final answer for this? What's our ordered pair? What's the solution?
4.5.
Yeah, 4.5, 2.5. That is your final answer. That is where they intersect on a graph. Okay, so now on the U try. Which one is going to eliminate, the x value or the y value? The y value, how do you know? Yeah, because they're opposite signs. We want them to be opposite. If they're not opposite, we're going to do something about it, okay? But since we have opposites here, we can just start to use elimination. Okay, so go ahead and solve for x for me. We said the y values we're going to eliminate. Okay, so 2x and 2x is 4x. 16 and 4 is, and then we divide by 4, and x is Okay, so everybody should have gotten x is equal to 5. Raise your hand if you got that. Okay. Now we're going to take it and we're going to substitute it back in. It does not matter to me which one you put it back into. Just one, though. Okay? I tend to just usually put it on the second one. It doesn't matter, though. So 2 times 5 plus 3y equals 4. Start to solve for the y value. This is 10 plus 3y equals 4. Move the 10 over by subtracting. Now you have 3y equals negative 6. Divide by 3, and y equals negative 2. So what is our final ordered pair for this where they intersect?
5, negative 2.
Yeah, 5, negative 2. Remember, they go in order of x and y. Okay? Let's move to example 2. In example 2, do we have two variable terms that we'll eliminate? No, what's wrong? How close are we? What needs to be changed? Yeah, we need one of these to be a positive, right? Otherwise, it would work out perfectly for us. Okay, so if I change a sign, I have to change all of the signs in the equation. Okay, so the top one will stay the same. So go ahead and just copy the top one down. And what's the opposite of positive 4x? And what's the opposite of negative 2y? And what's the opposite of positive 2?
Negative 2.
And so you just change all of the signs. Now can you eliminate?
Yes.
Yes, now we can eliminate. Okay, what's going to eliminate? The 2y. And what is 6 minus 4x? So we have 2x equals, and what's 4 minus 2? 2. And so when we divide by 2, x is equal to 1. And now what do we do with that?
Put it back in.
Put it back in. So we're going to take that 1 and place it in for this x. So 4 times 1 minus 2y equals 2. So that's just 4 minus 2y equals 2. To solve for y, I have to get rid of this constant. What's the opposite of positive 4?
Negative 4.
And that's how we know we're subtracting. And then negative 2y equals negative 2. We're going to divide by negative 2, and what do we get? Positive 1, right? A negative divided by a negative is a positive. And what's our final answer here?
1, 1.
Yeah, 1, 1. Okay, go ahead and try the you try next to it. Are we going to have to change the signs?
Yes.
Yes, we will have to change the signs of, and always just change the signs of the bottom one, okay? Remember, you have to change all of them. Lawrence, why aren't you writing this?
I don't have any paper. I don't think you gave me a paper for it.
You don't even have blank paper?
No. So the last thing I took of this was notebook paper, like on my notebook. You said get on a sheet of paper and just copy it.
We need to get paper for school. Okay, and so if you copy this down, 3x plus 4y equals 10. Subtract 3x, subtract 2y, subtract 8. I just changed their signs, right? 3x and negative 3x cancel. 4 minus 2y, 2y. 10 minus 8, 2. Now this one's a little different because we're actually solving for the y value first. It shouldn't change what we do though, right? Divide by 2. And y equals 1. Okay, so now, the only difference is instead of placing it in for x, we're just placing it in for y. So it goes back in here to this equation. 3x plus 2 times 1 equals 8. So 3x plus 2 equals 8. Subtract 2. 3x equals 6. Divide by 3, and x equals 2. So what is my final answer to this? 2, 1.